Hey, Kitaholic Kits fans and my Scrapper Names fans, how are we all? So I have a 2nd February project for you using the gorgeous February kits. And I've got a bit of a multi-photo layout as promised for you. And by multi-photo, I think it's 4, and I'm just cutting back, I think it's 4, 5, 4, one or the other. We'll find out in a minute. I do trim my photos down here. Just because they're all similar photos and taken a few years ago, so back before I started really focusing on how to take photos on better angles without having lots of useless space in them. So trim them down also to fit on my pattern paper really well. And I was debating which of these 2 pattern papers to use. I really love this blue pattern paper. I really love it. But I really liked this New Day one as well because it was really bright. It went really well with the shirt that my darling little one is wearing in it as well. And I ended up going with the pink, as you can see here, just because it was really fun. It was really bright. It really made the sort of darker sort of colours of the green, because it was really dominant in this photo with the grass, really pop. So I go with that, and then I decide, well, I'm going to probably layer it, so add some photo layers to it, paper layers to it, sorry. So I figure, why not? As you can see, I do. So I'm going with this crazy green, sort of wavy lined kind of pattern, and to give it some texture, I decide to rip it. I was on a bit when I made this paper layout, which was about a week ago. I was on a bit of a tear the kind of paper strips kick. I'd done this with an art journal page. I'd done this on another layout, I think, or a pocket page one I'd done. I don't know why, but I was just in the mood for ripping some paper, maybe getting some frustration out, I don't know. So I was going with this sort of premise of let's make it look like a bit of grass paper layers. So the photos are of us at a school fete, and my little one is running around in a petting zoo looking at all the different animals. There's lots of grass, there's farmyard, it's got hay bales, it's all that sort of fun stuff. So I kind of going with that theme with these grass kind of paper layer, green, wavy, ripped look. So that's what I'm going with. And being a softer sort of green, it kind of toned well with the green, the pink background paper. So I was all cool with it. I didn't measure them out. I just ripped them, as you can see. I was playing around as to where they were going to go, how high up the page I was going to go, whether I would lay them together, yada, yada, yada. So you can see I'm just fussing. I had no real plan with this 12 by 12 layout, except that I wanted to use these photos. I am trying to stick to my rule of using my photos in my photo box first. So I kind of have been avoiding these photos. They're a bit boring. I come across them every time I flick through my photo box, and I'm just like, I need to use them. I could use them, but they're boring because they're kind of, I don't know why I've printed the same ones. Again, printed and ordered, or ordered and printed back in the day before I really sort of made the time to edit my photos properly and pay a lot of attention of printing, as we live and learn. And yeah, so I kind of just skipped through them, but I'm trying to really make the effort to get everything used up. So that's what I'm doing here. And I thought it was a great chance to give you guys another multi-photo layout, but of extra, multi photos. Multi photos with 4 instead of sort of just your 2 or 3. So I have ripped out the stamps from the kits. I think it came, main embellishment. I get the main and embellishment kits, so it's going to be one of those. I can't remember which one. Isn't that bad? My brain has not been working very well this last week. It has been absolutely hectic, and so it is frazzled. So I decided to use them here just to create that, there are lots of leaves and things like that, so I just wanted to create that nature feel to the page. Now, they didn't stamp very well for me. Now, I'm not sure if it's user error, which is quite possible, or the stamp error. So I'm potentially going to say user error here first up. So you'll see that they are a bit darker because I tried to fix it, which was, yeah, not the best idea ever, but anyway. But as my rule always is, you can cover them up, which I knew I would probably cover them with the photo and then probably embellishments. So I just thought I'd give it a go and see how it looked, and you know what, whatever. It's all good. So I do stamp a few different ones, which you'll see shortly. I do edit a chunk of this out because I do play around and go a little stamp crazy. Just because I felt again in the mood for stamping and thought I would give this a go, as you can see. So as I said, try and create that naturey kind of pattern here, which again is perfect for this kit because that's what a lot of the New Day stuff is, the collection is. So here we are using these big embellishments again, which I talked about in my first video. I begin to use them as, I guess, kind of background pieces, layering type. I don't know if you call them layering pieces because there's not so much a layered piece here. It really is a background piece. They're really big, and I do get a little bit like, oh, how am I going to use these? Which I spoke about in the first video. So I do play around with what I'm going to do. So you'll see me here. I loved this tag, this wood grain tag. I think the wood grain and the arrows just got me. I don't know why, but I loved it. So at first, when I first got it, I pulled it in and out of the page a bit and fussed around because I wasn't sure if I was going to put that or flowers because I was going with the nature look. But then the wood grain fits in really well with that nature feel, so I kept it. So just committing everything to my page by sticking it all down because I did fuss around for ages, and I save you the pain of watching my indecisiveness around and around and around and around. And I do only, just as something I did here, because of the big embellishments and not sure what I was going to do, I do actually only stick my tape on the middle section of my photo so I can slide things in underneath if I wanted to. So just a note to you guys as something you might want to try if you're not sure how to use the embellishments, and you think you might pop them in underneath your photo but you're not 100% sure, like me. I only adhered the middle part of the photo so that way then I could slide things in and underneath if I wanted to as I was working on my project. So yeah, big embellishments are obviously something for me are not something I'm used to working with. I do find daunting. I'm getting used to them. I really love this kit and I really love these embellishments now. I'm getting the hang of them. But again, with this one being only the second time I was using this kit, I wasn't sure how I was going to work with it. So I do play around with it. So it was just something I had in my head, how was I going to manage this without sort of spending forever not having anything stuck down and just moving things around constantly, which drives me bonkers. So I just wanted that freedom a little bit. Excuse me. Alright, so they're stuck down with the main pieces in the middle there, just giving it a little bit of some interest in that centerpiece. And now I think I'm probably just trying to rummage through and decide what else was going to go on. The stickers. The chipboard stickers now. chipboard, puffy stickers, one or the other. Can't remember. I haven't actually touched the kit now since doing this layout, and that's a week. So I've kind of got a bit mind blank as to what I have in each of them. And now I did see some things straight off the bat I knew I was going to put on here, like some of these stickers and things. So whether that's cheating or not, I don't know. Now, the Wonder Seeker I wanted to put on this straight away because she was very, very interested in all of the little animals, like the chickens and things like that, which is so funny because I hate farm animals. So it's just, yeah, I'm not a farm animal person for whatever reason. Just playing around where things are going to go. I'm just popping these in. I added a pop of journaling using one of the little labeling tags, and now I'm just adding some other little embellishment pieces from the ephemera and die cut packs, as well as the exclusive die cuts. Just lots of little pops and pieces. I did try and do some little clusters and use the stamping as a bit of a guide, which it didn't quite go according to plan, but that's okay. Well, not that I really had a plan, but yeah, sometimes I use clusters and sometimes I don't. Anyone else doesn't use clusters as a guide? I know a lot of designers and things use the clustering and do clustering, and I just seem to not always be able to do it. And sometimes I look at my things and go, oh my god, there's no clusters. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. But I guess there's no hard and fast rule with scrapping, I guess. And then these little little phrase pieces were also part of the Kitaholic's exclusive die cuts. So they were great little bits just to add, kind of not journaling, but they're great to add just those little sentiments to the page. I love adding them into it. Ugh, these enamel pieces, I just love them. They're the Chamel Head in the Cloud ones. Ugh, my favourites. Just adding those in, they add just a nice little bit of 3D piece to it, but they also had those nice little colour pops, like glimmery colour pops, because they got that colour glitter to it too. Just deciding what else needs to add to the page, because there's all these little bits and bobs throughout, like the little butterflies and things like that. And I do like how this page ends up coming out even with your little bits and pieces. I suppose there's some little clusters there with the butterfly and the sun and things. Oh, that's right, I add the little wood veneer just for that nice little tie-in with the wood grain pieces as well. And then I think that's the final addition to this 12 by 12 layout. So I do love how this turns out. It's the perfect sort of theme for these photos, and it works out really well with the 4 photos. So by all means, grab those photos out if you've got some multiple ones there and give it a go. It certainly can work, as you can see here. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. It gives you some inspiration to give a multi-photo layout a go. And I'm hoping you're enjoying your February kits, and I will see you next time. Stay tuned for some close-ups. Thanks so much for watching. Awesome, Heidi Shine. I wasn't finished, see? Tricked myself. I'll see you later, guys. Now I'm done. Bye.